Hey gaming fans, so today's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, and this is a fun one that I came up with. It's all about just trying to pull off Armityle, the Chaos Phantasm, who pretty much can attack for game on his own. He has 10,000 attack. Well, he actually has 0 attack, but on your turn, he gains 10,000 attack, and he cannot be destroyed by battle. So I thought, it'd be fun to build a whole deck just to really just pull this guy out and try and attack for game. Or at least get your opponent down to like very low life points. So let's get with the deck. That's your only extra deck too. I only put those in because that's the focus of this deck. So let's start. So we got 3 of the Chaos Summoning Beast. This is a pretty typical lineup when you're playing the Sacred Beast monsters. You can tribute this card to special summon one Uriah or Hammond or Raviel from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 Fallen Paradise from your deck to your hand. Really good card, really, works with the deck, obviously. That's why it was in the structure deck. Along with this guy, 3 of the Dark Beckoning Beast. When this card is normal summoned, you could add 1 of the Sacred Beast monsters, and then, or 1 card that specifically lists those cards from your deck to your hand, which is really good because you can grab the support stuff. And then you can only use the effect once per turn, and then during your main phase you can normal summon 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense in addition to your normal summoner set, which would probably be this guy. Then we're using 3 of the Chaos Core, and the reason is that he's going to help you get all your materials to make your fusion monster. So this guy's got quite a bit of text here, but when either player activates a card or effect that targets this guy, or when your opponent's monster targets it for an attack, a quick effect, you could send up to 1 of each of the Sacred Beast monsters from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And then if you do, you place Phantasm counters on this card for each one you sent. And then if you did place at least 1, you take no damage for the rest of this turn. You can only use the effect of him once per turn, and if this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could remove 1 Phantasm counter from it instead. So this can work as kind of like a defense. You could summon this in attack mode, and your opponent's going to have a hard time trying to get around it. Like they can't, if they try to attack it, they're going to get the effect off. And so unless they have a blanketed removal effect, but you could also target it with your own card, which I'll get to later. Then, because we're focusing on the fusion of this guy over here, I put in 3 Keeper of the Dragon Magic, which came in that Toon Chaos set. If this card is normal or special summoned, you could discard 1 card, add 1 Polymerization normal spell or Fusion normal spell from your deck to your hand, and then you can reveal 1 fusion monster from your extra deck, special summon 1 of those fusion monsters whose name is specifically listed on that monster from your graveyard, or face down in defense position. You're probably not going to use that effect in this deck, but it's really just to get that fusion spell to your hand. That's all he's really in here for. Then, of course, we have to have the Sacred Beasts, so I got 3 of the Raviel, 3 of the Hammond, and 2 of the Uriah. Now, the reason why I only went 2 is because you'll probably never summon Uriah. There's no reason to. He's just going to have 0 attack. But the others, you can actually summon them. And, you can attack with them and everything. So if your fusion plan doesn't work, at least you got these guys for attack. And they're very easy to summon in this deck. So that's it for the monsters. It's really just set up to pull off the fusion guy. So then we have 1 Upstart Goblin, which is just replaces itself. That's all it does. It gives your opponent 1,000 life points, but that's okay because you're attacking for 10,000. So even if they have 9,000, you can still kill them. Not to mention you might get an attack off with a Hammond or one of the other Sacred Beasts. So your main card here is the Dimension Fusion Destruction, and that's the one you would search out with that dragon. You banish from your hand, field, or graveyard the fusion materials that are listed on a Phantom Fusion monster, which of course is this guy. and then ignoring its summoning conditions. So you pretty much special summon him, and you take no damage from attacks involving this monster special summoned by this effect, which is good because he's got 1,000, or he's got 0. I mean, so if your opponent attacks it, you're in trouble. So this will prevent that from happening. And then if you control Uriah or Hammond or Raviel, your opponent cannot activate cards in response to this card's activation, meaning it's going to go off. So all you have to do is pull off one of your Sacred Beasts onto the field, and then you activate this, and then you can summon them without fear that it's going to get negated. Then I put 2 Pianissimo. So basically what this is you target one face-up monster you control. This turn, that face-up monster's original attack becomes 100. Also, its face-up monster, the face-up monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Just a little defense. And it's just a card also that you can target your Chaos Core with to get its effect to send all the materials to the graveyard. Then I threw in Foolish Burial, just in case, chances are you're going to draw a lot of the Sacred Beasts in your hand. So just in case you need one in the graveyard to pull off your Dimension Fusion Destruction card, then you can throw whatever you need. We also have Monster Reborn. Again, you can Foolish Burial one of these guys if you need it onto the field, and then Monster Reborn it. It's always a good idea. 1 for 1, again, helps you pull out this guy. You're only level 1. Then for the Sacred Beast support stuff, we have the opening of the Spirit Gates, and this is another one of those. When activated, you add one of the Sacred Beast cards, and once per turn you could discard 1 card to special summon 1 fiend with 0 attack from your graveyard. Just to pull out these guys. Pretty standard card in this deck. And then the field spell, the Fallen Paradise. Your opponent cannot target them for in your monster zones with effects. Also, those monsters cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So it just kind of protects your Raviels and stuff like that. But also, it allows you to draw 2 cards if you have one of them on the field. So really cool. And then for a little bit of magic and trap destruction, or spell and trap destruction, I should say, with your Hammond, you can destroy 1 spell or trap on the field, so that's cool. And then because we want to try and do an OTK in a sense, I put 2 Dark Holes and a Raigeki. That way, if your opponent has any monsters, you can just wipe them out, and then once you got this guy on the field, you attack for game. So that's really the whole concept of this deck. I mean, it's a very simple deck, very easy to put together. You pretty much just need the structure decks, and these are just regular removal cards, and the only thing I added that was different really is the Keeper of the Dragon magic, and things like Monster Reborn. Other than that, and this. But yeah, pretty much trying to pull this guy off and trying to win for game. It's just fun to see if you can actually do it, and to see the look on your opponent's face when you attack for 10,000. Anyways, hope you liked the deck. Throw some ideas into the comments, or what you would take out or what you would change. This is a very flexible deck. You could put in whatever you need to, or take out whatever you want. I always like to hear your comments. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.